So I'm gonna try a video since Eva Stitching the Inner Lake actually liked my channel, like subscribed, I think. Lots of stories. So first off, I have a cold. I'm still getting over, so I sound really bad. Second off, you're sitting on a candle on a stand with my iPhone because I bought a tripod, but when I opened it, one of the legs was broken, so it doesn't work. Lots of things happening in my life. So I wanted to start off with this pattern, and you'll see I'm not working. I am working on it, but not right now. I don't know if you can see the whole picture. There we go. And so I've been working on this for quite a while, and a couple weeks ago I got this frame. It has the one with the pink things to make a standing frame. And I put this pattern on there, this whip, and I put the clamps on it, and the clamps put a hole in my Ada cloth right there. Right there, you probably can't see it, but right there was a hole, was a rip. And I was like, oh my gosh, I got so much done, and I don't want to start again, and it's gonna unravel. So I got a piece of fusible interfacing, and I put it, because I sew also, and I put it on the back, and I'm hoping that it looks like it'll hold the threads, and I'm just gonna have to like guess where the holes were supposed to be and go in and out whenever I get down there, because I'm not even close to being done. So I'm not too thrilled with that frame, because it, like I said, tore my fabric. Of course, this is very thin compared to, this is what I'm going to work on. These 11 count stamp kits are much thicker. I still need to be careful because these clamps are sharp. So there's only a couple clamps on here, and they are very tight. They're very hard to get on and off. So we're working on a Velociraptor. Got this off Amazon. Somebody else was doing it on one of the websites. And if you hear dogs, I'm pet and house sitting today, so yeah, you might hear some pups around. There's only 2 at this place, and wouldn't you know it, I got everything but my I'll be right back because I have to go get my supplies, but it should just be over here, hopefully. I brought way more projects than I will ever work on while I'm here. I'm only here until Monday. Today's Thursday, November the 17th. Yeah, the 17th. No, yeah, the 17th. Tomorrow's the 18th. So anyway, I have my lanyard that I bought. This is what Eva's Stitching with Inner Lake uses. I think I'm pronouncing her name wrong. Sorry. Eva or Ava? Eva. And I tell you what, as soon as you get used to the fact that it's around, all your stuff is around your neck and not on a table, it's really nice. So we're going to kind of work in the number 25, which is this red colored square. And it is number 939. And yeah, so we're going to work on this. So this frame has also been a bit of a try. Everything's trying sometimes in my life. I'm sure you've all been through this. So I ordered this frame from AliExpress. I get it in the mail. The mail has chopped up the package, and one of the long pieces is missing. Tell the person at AliExpress, the shop. They're like, well, it's still usable. We'll only give you a partial credit. Thanks a lot back. So I was like, well, and all I could do with it then was just use it for a Q-snap, basically. A snap frame. And so I have the pieces. So then I ordered one off Amazon. It came all nice and neat, and I can now make a standing frame. But like I said, these clamps are very sharp and they're very, very tight. So if I really should have put a piece of fabric when I put that on there, but I started catching this doggone cold or whatever it is, and I just wasn't thinking. So I'm very upset I put a hole in my fabric. I like to see if it works, but it's gonna take me a while to get down to that area. Because I have a few other pieces of Aida that I pulled, I'd frogged out and I cut the Aida. And I'm like, oh shoot, it's gonna fray. I don't know what to do. So if that interfacing works and keeps it from fraying, but I can still stitch on it, I might be able to save some projects. So we'll see. I have a couple others I thought I might try that with, but I don't know when I'm going to do that. I don't know if I'm going to be taking them up to my 2-month job or not. Let's see. I guess I'm going to flip this over. I'm not really sure how to work with this yet. This frame, I haven't used it a lot. I should not have a glass of water on the table with this. It is dangerous, of course. We all think we're okay, and then all of a sudden catastrophe happens and you dump water all over your stamped kit. So I really should move that glass of water. Yeah, I really should, because stuff happens. So anyway, I used to do videos and I had them up and I've deleted them all, so I guess I should start again. I live in New Mexico. That's why I'm Enchanted Crafter, because we're the land of enchantment, supposedly. I don't know, but that's what they say we are. And so I thought Enchanted Crafter would be fitting for my name. So if I can make sure you may not be in. I'm gonna move that glass of water before I spill it, because I know I'm going to grab a drink. Not that it'll help my throat at all. So let's see. So that's why I chose Enchanted Crafter. I'm a pet and house sitter, have been for many, 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 many years. I keep getting clients every time I go to not do this and get a regular job. I do sometimes stitch in hand. Usually I stitch in hand, but since I don't have a tripod or anything to hold up my phone, this is what we're going to do today. I'm looking into buying a YouTube startup kit off Amazon. Maybe it'll go on sale for Black Friday or something. It's that time of month I'm a little low on funds. I just paid all my bills, and next month's mortgage is due. I try to get that paid like the 20th of the month or so, 23rd of the month. So I gotta make sure I have money for that. And Christmas is coming. Can you see? I hope you can see what I'm doing. Anyway, I'm gonna cough. Sorry, guys. Like I said, lousy cold. Let's see, I'm 40 years old. I haven't been stitching for a whole lot of time. Maybe, I don't know, not all my life. I remember picking up a cross stitch when I was 10. I went to go see my sister in Canada. I never finished it. But I guess I started again up in my, I don't know, I must have been in my 30s, my early 30s. So, I think. So, yeah. And I like these little printed kits. Sometimes I do, as you know, I do counted. I do counted and I do printed. Because if a pup needs to go out or something and I'm in the middle of counting, I don't have to worry about counting on these. I just stop whatever I'm at and go take care of the pup or the kitty. Like I said, right now I'm taking care of 2 pups. One is unfortunately got cancer, so I'm watching her pretty closely. Yeah, the other one here seems to be doing good. So I've been pet sitting for these guys for, I don't know, 2 or 3 years. So I'm pretty close to the pup that's got cancer. It's very sad. And then I'm gonna go after, and then I'm gonna come back here. I'll be here till Monday, and then I come back here for the Thanksgiving week. And then I'm gonna go up to another house, and that's the one I start on the 29th, and I'll be there till February 3rd. And it's just 2 kitties I'm taking care of. So maybe locking myself in a room for 30 minutes or something. Actually, they're not usually too bad about threads unless they realize they're there. But anyway, hazards of pet sitting. So let's see. Like I said, I'm 40 years old. I've been cross-stitching since I was in my, I think, early, mid-30s. I do lots of other things. I diamond paint. I have a diamond painting with me. It's a little harder to diamond paint because I'm always worried about the drills getting everywhere. I took that up when I was 31. I think I was 30 because I just come. I think I was 30 or 30. No, I had to be 31 or 30. Oh, now I can't remember. Anyway, I took up diamond painting. I remember my mom was on her trip to Italy and I had just got back from Scotland. Those are like my major trips in my life, was that one. I go to Canada once in a while to see my sister who lives up near Toronto. Which she's in a, let's see here. She's in a smaller area out of like an hour out of Toronto actually. She's in a rural area. She has horses and property and chickens, and she had to just put her horse down a couple weeks ago. It was very sad. A lot of sad things happening in my life. Unfortunately, right now, my 95-year grandmother, who still drives and everything, fell. Well, she was running her, back in September, she was running her, literally, she was in flip-flops running her 4-month-old puppy. And she wiped out and broke her, well, she fractured, thankfully only fractured her femur, her left femur, and broke her right wrist. So she didn't need any surgery. 95, that's always hard. But then unfortunately, so she's on the mend. She's doesn't need all the help. Mom and I were going out around trying to help her. And she had home care, of course. And so then on the 7th of November, we get a call at night, 11:11 at night. Yes, 11:11 at night. And she had fallen. And she had gotten rid of her home care. We didn't want her to, but she was like, no, I'm done, I'm good. And so she fell and broke her left wrist. So now it's harder for her to use the walker because, yeah. So we're not quite back to square one with my grandmother, but we're close. I don't know what we're going to do. My mom and I both still work, and there's not many family members left to help her out. My next job is way far away from her. I have a very old car. I have a 2004 Ford Explorer I call Sobek. He is the crocodile god of Egypt. I love Egyptian stuff. Before that, I had a truck, a black truck, 1500 Dodge Ram truck by the name of Anubis. And that was that's another story in its own. So anyway, I can't be driving back and forth to my grandmother's because where I'm going to be at is going to be very far away from her. And my car is running on its last tire, and I'm out of money to fix it right now. COVID kind of hit my bank account because nobody was going out of town, so I wasn't getting a lot of jobs at first. Because a lot of people were out of country, and then they started doing in-country. Now I'm busy because everybody wants to go out of town. They're like, we're done, we're going. So anyway, now I'm very busy. Which is good, but there's only one of me, so I can only make up so much money at one time. My mom does sometimes take over for jobs she can do. Let's see here. So, like I said, in New Mexico, so sorry, I don't know. I can do Celsius, but not without figuring it out. But right now, I think we're up in the low 40s. It's funny because last weekend we were in the 70s, like the low 70s, high 60s, and now we're in the 40s. And getting cold. My heater came on at my house quite a bit. I was at home until today. I just got here a few hours ago at my pet sitting job. But anyway, so my grandmother, and we do have a turkey. We're gonna probably have Thanksgiving with my grandmother next Thursday, because she usually goes to Arizona for the wintertime. She doesn't like the cold, but she's not doing that this year because, yeah. Anyway, so we're gonna most likely we'll have Thanksgiving dinner at my grandmother's house with my aunt and my uncle, my mom and myself. Our family is really small. We've lost a lot of family members. A lot of family members went bye-bye a couple years ago due to, I'm 40 and my mom had me when she was 38. So all my family members are in their 70s. A lot of them are in their 70s, 80s, 90s. So a lot of them have unfortunately passed away. We have my nieces and my brother and my sister in their 60s. So my nieces are in their late 20s, early 30s. So all of us this is not a young group, and a lot of my nieces just started their families, so they're busy with that, and 2 of them don't even live in the state anymore, so there's only 1 left in the state, and she's got 1 son who is right now had broken his leg, and they had to put him in a body cast. He's, let's see, what is he, 2? He's 2.5. She's pregnant with her second one, which we found as a little girl, so that's cool. But she's very busy, so she can't help with grandma. And that leaves my mom and I. My aunt has her own health issues. We found out she's got blood cancer, so she's got Graves' disease, and my poor aunt, she's got a bunch of nasty things. So she's not of good health to help. Unfortunately, with my mom and I both being sick from this cold and then taking care of grandma, my poor aunt's only got her husband to help her right now, and they live about an hour away from where we live, and so it's hard to get to where she lives. So we do the best we can, I guess. That's all we can do, right? Try not to feel too guilty, but I do sometimes, not being able to help my aunt. Not that you will find I complain about her a lot. Her and I don't get along great. I love her, I just don't always like her. Let's see. So yeah. We've had snow in the mountainous areas. We have mountains here, but no, I don't think the city's seen anything. Maybe some flurries, but nothing major. So we have not had a snow yet. So our ski run, Sandia, is not even opening this year because they don't even have snow, and the insurance is so high, and so they're not making snow because we have water issues too here. We are a desert. We're a high desert. So our precipitation is usually very low, and we're in a drought. I don't think the moisture we've gotten has caught us up. So maybe I'll take pictures at my other job or video, because I'm like right up. We have a tram, and I am literally a stone's throw away from that tram. That's how high up I am. Pretty high up there and away from the city. So beautiful views up there. Here I'm in the city, so yeah, I get to be in different areas at different times. So anyway, so that's our Thanksgiving plans. I'm hoping I feel good enough, and because we bought the turkey. We still have a few little more shopping to do. Hopefully we can find some stuffing. so far. I don't know why we can't find stuffing. Actually, we make dressing, not stuffing. Sorry. Let's be politically correct here. Yeah. So, but yeah, I watch Stitching with Laura, and I watch Stitching in the Inner Lake for Flosstubes, and I watch there's quite a few others I watch. Why I can't think of them, because I'm trying to record a video. So, anyway. So, sometimes I love this little velociraptor because I have it on my Facebook page sometimes. When someone says something stupid, I just kind of like drop this velociraptor with this look. Like, come on, people, really? Like, if I was a velociraptor, I'd eat you, you know? Yeah. Let's see. I don't know. Who was it? Was it Ava, or was it? I think it was Ava who had said she had watched this series called The Devil's Hour, and it had, oh goodness, Cappy. What is his first name? He played one of the Doctor Who's a few years back. He was very good. It was a very good, very interesting series. Excuse me. I get burps really bad when I've got colds because of all this stuff. Ugh. I've had this thing for almost 2 weeks. I'm probably going to have to hit a doctor. Not hit a doctor, but go see a doctor. Probably turn into a bacterial infection at this point. I do not do well with doctors. But yeah, my mom probably needs to also. Because she's still got it. She's had it before me. I got it from her, I think. Yeah. And I want to say, yeah, I ate lots. My life is pretty boring. I pet and house sit, so I'm mostly, just doing that. I am on the board of directors of our little condo community. I guess last night, I must have been out of it because I was at home, but apparently we had a motorcyclist and a bicycle chasing each other, and it blocked the entrance. They went into our community, which is not like a straightaway or anything. It's back out of the way. Obviously somebody is dead. Unfortunately, I'm thinking it was the bicyclist, and the motorcyclist is in critical condition. I guess they're having, what is up with people? Let's fight. I don't know. Let's have road rage with a motorcycle and a bicyclist. I'm not really sure the whole story on that thing. I thought when I moved back into our little condos, it was going to be calm and quiet for the most part, because they're really tucked back in between two schools, and they're not on a major road or anything. But anyway, so that, I guess, happened last night, and I found out about that. Always something, right? I saw this notebook at Hobby Lobby one year. It said, "Chill, it's only chaos." I was like, oh, that's a funny saying. Now it's like, oh, just chill, because, yeah, chaos is just raining around here, My favorite mug is right now Joker, because he's like, I don't know. It's like, Joker is just what's going on. There's a bunch of dang jokers out there causing chaos. Like, I just want to live my life and, try to get out of debt like most people. And go to work and do what I'm supposed to do. So, yeah. I don't know how I'm going to get this thing off of this frame. Like I said, these clamps are really, really hard. I don't know. Somebody said, yeah, I would suggest it. Well, maybe her clamps aren't so hard to get off, but I'm not going to be I'm not putting my my even weave projects on this thing, or anything with my Jobelin, or I don't do linen, but any of my thinner Adas and stuff, because maybe if I get some felt, maybe I'll get some felt and I'll put some felt underneath between the frame and the clip and the project, you know, and that will protect the fabric probably from getting holes in it. I hope that idea of the fusible webbing works. I really do. I hate to have to think about the fact that that project is going to come undone eventually. I've already put hours into it. And not to mention money. I am like a serial starter. I'm like Laura, and I think Laura's Brenda and the serial starter. I think her name's Laura too, isn't it? Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I like to start things quite often. I have, oh my goodness, I didn't bring it with. I should have. Oh well, I can only bring so much stuff in my car. My next, like I said, the next time my dog said cat said I'll be gone for 2 months. So I'm going to probably bring everything. But there's 2 projects I'd love to get kitted up. And they're both in Cross Stitcher magazine. One is a Christmas window. It's like a window you're looking in. There's a tree and a fireplace and I think a dog laying in and I love that one. And then there's the next month's is like one of the lavender and lace looking kind of ladies, you know, with a red robe and, you know, oh my goodness. I want to do her, but I don't have I haven't come up with buying the floss and stuff for it yet. Because I started a fall one that was in Cross Stitcher, which I liked. And I bought 28 count Jobelin for that one. And I said I would not buy the stuff for either one of those other ones until I finished the fall one. And I haven't finished the fall one. Sometimes counting, especially when I'm sick, is just beyond me. I thought I'd work on it, and yeah, and like I said, I'm not putting on this frame. I was hoping I could, but well, like I said, maybe if I get some felt, which I have some at home, but I won't be home until Monday, and then I'm only home for like 1 day and come back here. So I don't know if I'll have time to find said felt to, you know, keep this from damaging things. But anyway, I might bring that one with for a counted project to when I can count again. So, yep. I've always got something I want to do. Bunch of stamp kits I want to buy, you know, and my bank account says, yeah, lady. Right. If you look at some of my videos, they're like, yeah, reviews of like stamp kits I have. And that's the ones that are up there is not even all that I have. I haven't got to all of them. When I started that video, I started getting sick, so I was like, ugh. I'm not in the mood to record anything. So yeah, it was just, so I only got a few of them, but I have had tons of kits. Like I said, I'm planning on taking all of them with me to that 2-month job, so I might do a video on some more of them. Have more time. Maybe, you know, better setup. I don't know, we'll see. Not very good at this. I don't edit. Yeah, pretty simplistic over here. It's not that I wouldn't like to learn how to do all this like technology stuff. It's like I'd rather be stitching. And I have other things I do. I have animals to take care of, like I said, and you know, I do have the board business I have to take care of. And yeah, lately it's sleep because yeah, I'm not feeling good. I'm trying to like get better. So yeah, I've always got something I want to do. But, so these are not going to be edited. Trying to do this and I can't reach underneath it. I think I'm doing pretty good so far. spots or anything under there. I don't think I do. So yeah, I'm another one who doesn't finish anything. I think I finished 2 stamp kits. I finished a few little cross stitch projects. Not a lot of them, but I have a few finished. I do have some full coverage pieces. I have a lot of Randall Spanglers from Heaven Earth Design. Not a lot of them, actually. I have 2. And I have one that's kitted up that I took to my job in another city I was in just a few days ago. I didn't bring it to this one. Like I said, I'm only here till Monday and I've got a cold, so I'm thinking I'm not going to be doing a lot. But I did bring a big old bag full of stamp kits. Yeah. So yeah, you'll see a lot of, oh, I started this, or oh, look, it's a new one you're seeing, or something. I have a lot of them I haven't started that I have. I don't know. I'd like to order another set, like I said, but yeah, probably not going to be for a little while. I did buy, last Christmas was so horrible. My mom and I both got sick right before Christmas. It was wonderful. I was working my butt off too. It's always near the holidays. I always get sick near the holidays. It's been like that since I was little. So anyway, I bought some diamond painting little ornaments for us to do. I'll come into town and hang out with her for a few hours. Decorate, because we didn't decorate last year at all. It was so sad. Oh my goodness, it was so sad. So I'm hoping to come in town and help her decorate the house. We decorate our home. And do some diamond painting ornaments. I think that'll be cool. And because we're not going to get a bake this year. Usually we bake cookies together, but I don't see that happening. My mom and I are pretty close together. Not that we don't have our arguments, because we live in the same house. I just don't see any. First off, I can't afford my own place for the most part. And second off, I dog sit and pet sit so much, it's like, why am I paying a full mortgage? So her and I live in the same place, a little condo. It's 2 bedrooms, and they both have their own bathrooms. So my bedroom is full of a queen size bed and tons and tons of crafting projects. I mean, tons of it. I mean, that's what my whole room is. I have a sewing machine. I make project bags. I sew. I usually make project bags or little baby blankets. That's usually what I've been making lately. And then I've got, oh my goodness, what else? So I got a lot of my cross-stitch. I got a lot of cross-stitch stuff. I have beading stuff. I have a beading loom. I have beads. I've got, what else do? I crochet. So I have crochet hooks and yarn. I don't knit. It's one thing I've never really gone down very well with knitting. But I like to try to make a shawl by knitting. Laura was doing one, I think it was last year, and I need to get the pattern and start that. I bought the yarn and the needles. What else do I do? Like I said, diamond paint. I like floss drops for my thread drops or floss drops for my projects. So yeah, I have those. I make those. I have stuff for those. Let's see here. I used to do a thing called bobbin lace. So I have supplies for that. And I might do bobbin lace again. I've done it on and off throughout the years. I also have done a thing called tatting. I got into that. I don't do a lot of that. I should practice more though, because there was some really pretty snowflake pattern book I got from my friend one year. And I should have tried to get some of those done for Christmas. Yeah, right. Anyway, so I've got that. I haven't done that in a while. What else do I dabble in lots of different things. So my room is full of craft projects. My sister's like, you're running out of room. You should sell the stuff you're not working on. And I'm just like, oh, no, I'm not married. I have no children. And my last 4-legged baby passed away 2 years ago this month. So we had to put her down. She was 17. She was a Siberian Husky. And we haven't got another pet. Mom and I are both pet sitting, so it's hard to have another pet. And truthfully, I think my husky dog, my Maya Husky, just took me down. I have to deal with it with my clients, and that's sad too, that I watch them grow older and pass away at times. So, I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna have a pet. But I don't have any pets. I don't have any fur babies. I have no actual human babies. I'm not married, so this is it. My arts and crafts, when I buy them, when I work on them, is like, yeah, my love and my sanity lots of days, actually. Yeah, because I know I'm one of these people, grass is greener on their side. Everybody's lives are easier. They don't have all the crap that happens to me. Yeah, right. But, you know, we all kind of feel that way, I'm sure, once in a while. That all this shit happens to you. So, yeah. But it doesn't. It just seems rough, that's all. I guess we're stronger for it, right? Let's see. So, what else? So, kind of gave you my Christmas plans. I really don't buy Christmas presents for any of the family. Except for my great niece and nephew right now. Because everybody else is old enough to be adults. And not need anything. They can buy their own stuff. And I'm usually broke, like again this year, so. Anyone else play the lottery for the $2 billion? One person won it. Sheesh, lucky them. I bought tickets, I didn't win. Hell, with the way I'm in debt, I would take like, you know, just a couple $100,000 and I'd be happy. At least I get my little butt out of debt. Not that I'm in debt to a couple $100,000, but I need a new car. I think I'd buy a Tesla. Keep seeing them, but I don't know how I would, because we don't have like a garage or anything in our condo. So I don't know how I'd be able to charge it. So yeah. Anyway, I guess I better go because I got a pup who wants to play and stuff. So everybody have a good day. I'll talk to you guys later. Take care.